Hey guys, happy Wednesday and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what today's video is going to be about. It's going to be about what's trending in the home decor world. So one of you guys commented on my last fashion trends video. I think it was the fall, yeah, obviously it was the fall fashion trends video. One of you left a comment asking if I could do like my clothing trends video, but in a home decor sense instead. What am I talking about? I have a hair right here and it's distracting, so let me take care of that. It's just going to be like my semi-annual trend reports, except we're going to do home decor this time because Poshmark, you know, has released the new home market. It's not really new anymore, but it may be new to some of you. So you're going to be wanting to keep your eye out for home decor items in the thrift store. Sometimes it can be hard to figure out what people are looking for, so I'm going to tell you right now. So basically this video is going to be broken down into little sections. So just to give you a little guide of what's going to be going on, I'm going to be showing you guys right now on the screen some of the home decor trends, and then we're going to end the video at the thrift store seeing what home decor items we can find. We are only going for home decor items. If I step foot, listen to me, this is a cry for help. If I step foot in that clothing section, please burn me at the stake, throw stones at me. Do you understand? I need this accountability. All right, let's get into the trends. Alrighty, so the first trend is kind of like a concept. It's called biophilia. So basically what biophilia is it's emphasizing the relationship between humankind and nature. You know, we have this whole like natural thing, this natural movement going on right now, which is a great movement. It's something I can get behind. That being said, it's a lot of natural organic materials. It's wood, it's stone, it's plants. So it's very like bringing the natural elements into your home and bringing more of a connection with nature, basically. So this is the idea, and this kind of sets like the tone for 2019 home trends pretty much. I know we're at the end of 2019, sorry. Oh, this stuff is gonna stay around for a little while. So that brings me into the next trend, which again is natural elements. So again, stone, concrete, metal, greenery, copper. Copper is a metal, Christina. Just stuff like that. Anything like natural elements that can be brought into the home is a trend, which leads me to natural textiles as well. So wool and cotton and linen and alpaca even is what it says on the screen right here, or leather. It's very like, you know, materials that could be found in nature, which leads to like the sustainable trend that we will get to at the end. It's texture. It's adding texture with these natural fibers. So let's do an example, I guess. An example would be this pillow that I picked up. It's this natural cotton yarn, but it has this texture to it. It adds texture. And that, how many times can I say texture? And then I have a leather pillow, so that adds a different texture. It's all about the textures, the layering textures. Can we get a texture counter? Beep, 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 beep. One specific texture that we've been seeing a lot of is velvet. This must be why, when I saw this was a trend, I was like, that must be why I can't ever find velvet pillows anymore. Like, I used to be able to find these beautiful velvet pillows at the thrift store all the time, and now I can't find them, and this must be why, because everybody's buying them. And that leads me into metals. Another huge trend is mixed metal, so like brass, silver, copper, gold. Like, what other metals are there? But layering them again, kind of like the textures, but just with tones this time, which leads me into color. Do you see how I've laid these trends out that one leads to another? Did someone pick up on that? Probably, because I've said that leads me to this trend. Okay, I'm just really proud of myself for that artistic flow. So that leads me to feminine tones like blush pink or bronze, brass, dusty pink, you know, different shades of pink, but where they're kind of muted. Muted is the key word to these kinds of colors. Something that's real, you know, subtle, but it's feminine. The main one definitely is blush pink. And again, it's not like going crazy, like everything is blush pink. It's like a blush pink accent here and there. I know I do that with the like salt rocks. They're kind of like a more, I guess they're more of like a peachy pink, but that's how I add feminine tones into my home. So keeping up with the colors, another color trend is bold colors. And again, this is not like everywhere. Bold colors in the sense of like accent pieces, like those cobalt blue vases that I picked up in last week's video, or even so much as like a statement chair. It's not like all over the place bold color. It's just like a pop of color here and there. But those really rich, like those bold, like cobalt blue. That's a great example. I don't know why I tried to make a different one. Cobalt blue, great example. And speaking of bold, there is one pattern that is super trendy right now, and that is florals. Obviously, florals are popular in the spring. Groundbreaking. Florals are making a huge wave in the trends, all the trends, the home, the clothes, the shoes, the bags, but they're dark florals. So they're kind of a bold statement, dark floral. Can it be dark and also, yeah, it can be a darkened statement. So floral patterns, I mean, need I go on? I know whenever I think of florals, I think of antiques. Automatically, I think like vintage or antiques. There's a spider. Dear Lord. Okay. I always think of vintage or antiques, and guess what? That's our next trend, antiques, which I'm so excited about. And I've been seeing a ton of this on Pinterest. I have an entire Pinterest board of home decor, you know, inspiration, and it's just full of like antiques, and it's done in like a modern way. The thrifting trend has blown up into like a lifestyle and of sustainability, and you know, trying to be leave less waste and to buy secondhand. So I think that's where the antique thing comes into, because thrifting has become so popular and now antiquing is becoming popular again. So antiques or vintage items definitely are doing very well right now, because a lot of people are looking to buy home decor. You know, they've been buying their clothing secondhand, but now they're realizing, oh, I can buy, you know, home decor secondhand. And that comes with, you know, not buying cookie cutter things from Target and buying vintage items from the thrift store. So I think that's why antiques have made such a huge comeback. And that leads me into art. So they're calling this Maximalist art. So we had in 2017, I think it may have even started in like 2016. It's been going on for a long time. This minimalist movement, or the minimalist art, where it's just like you know what I'm talking about. It's like the one continuous line drawing, or it's just like one line on a page. It's just, you know, it's very simple, and we've all seen it. But that apparently is out, and I see that. I definitely have not been seeing a lot of it on Pinterest. Instead, I've been seeing these beautiful like hand-painted canvases of like landscapes, and these works of art, they're vintage and they have like character to them, and you know, it just kind of like speaks to you on a different level. So I'm totally here for this trend. I've been looking for, you know, beautiful paintings at the thrift store, because that is the best place to find them. And again, I think that's why minimalist art is kind of dying out, because the whole, you know, shopping secondhand thing is more in, and that's what's available at the thrift store is more maximalist art. So definitely be on the lookout for that, because it's such a huge thing, and it's just beautiful. I love landscape paintings with muted colors. Oh, I hope we find one at the thrift store today. I'm excited. All right, so that leads me to my last trend, which is sustainable handmade pieces. Again, you know, people are just trying to be more eco-conscious. People are buying secondhand. So items that are handmade and done really well. I find a lot of like handmade wood carved pieces at the thrift store. It's not super hard to find. If you come across, just, you can tell the quality is just like there, it's so much better. Or even like the crewel stitching that, you know, somebody put a lot of time and effort into that, hand painted things, anything like that is super on trend right now. So now that we know all of the trends that we can find on the internet, let's go into the real world and see what trends they have for us out there. so now that we are back home and I am sweating my cojones off, we're gonna do the haul real quick. Sorry, you guys are in my kitchen. Can't do anything about that faucet. I can't put it anywhere. But this is where the best lighting is at the moment. So let's get through the haul. So I picked up this 2-piece set of vases. The reason I got them is because of the texture on them. We talked about texture being a huge thing in the home decor world right now. So that is why I picked these up. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, see that beautiful texture? And there's 2 of them. So this is going to be a great little vase set for someone. These are going to go on Poshmark. One thing I forgot to mention in home decor is seashells, but that kind of goes within like the natural realm. So shells are making like a huge comeback. They were really big in the 80s and they're really big now. So I picked this up because it has that, you know, just nice natural look to it. You just lay it on like a dresser or something, or you could hang it on the wall. It doesn't have a wall hangy thing. Or I guess it does. That could be like, that could hang. So it's just this little shell. I think it's like ceramic or something. But this will be on Poshmark as well. Alrighty, so one thing that we didn't see online, but I know is a trend because I've seen it everywhere. I was at Target the other day and the Hearth and Hand collection had a ton of these items. It's this particular shape, but also like amber, like glass amber bottles. I have some right here in my cleaning cabinet. The reason these are becoming so popular and like they're practical, but also they're good for decor is because they're sustainable. They're glass. You know, we talked about that whole movement. So this amber shade of glass is huge right now, and especially this shape. I'll put on the screen an example photo. They make them in like huge ones and they make them in like blue and stuff like that, but particularly the amber color is what you want to be on the lookout for. I've been looking for one of these for a while, so she's staying with me, I think. I might have to be selfish with this one. Sorry guys. Alrighty, so another trend we talked about is dark florals, and I don't know, there was something about these coasters that I loved. I did check to make sure that the tape wasn't going to rip off the design, but these coasters are just, they're beautiful. They're vintage. This green color is just stunning. They've got like wildflowers and birds on them. How many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They're just beautiful. I couldn't leave them behind. Somebody's gonna love them. I'm tempted to keep them myself, but I do not need a ton of new home decor, even though I want them really badly. So they are a set of 5. They were made in England, actually. Well, they're in great condition. Obviously, there's some like age spotting on some of them because they are vintage, but they're just so beautiful. And I couldn't pass them up, and that's another trend, is florals. Sorry, my face is so red. I'm like dying over here. All right, so then I picked up this little like bookshelf knick-knack thing. It's just like a little, you know, like a little statue, but I got it because of the natural tones and then the organic shape to it and the stone, you know, texture, shape, organic, everything. It has everything in one. So this would make a cute little shelf decor piece. This will be on Poshmark. Then I picked up this little wooden picture frame. It did have the back in it with the glass, but it fell out. I'm actually going to take the glass out so that whatever picture I decide to put in will just be like raw. It'll give it a more like organic feel. It'll just look more like art as opposed to something that's just been like shoved in a picture frame. You know what I mean? It gives it more character without the glass, I think. But this is just what it looks like. Sorry, I keep putting stuff in front of my faucet. I'm like, look! Wood is very in. Obviously, we talked about this, so went ahead and picked that up. This is for me. If you guys are looking for wood frames, go to the thrift store. There are an abundance of wooden frames at the thrift store. Alright, so last but not least, besides the chair that I just wrestled with for 25 minutes, this is the last thing that I got. It's this little glass box, and it's got this beautiful, like, where you can see the raw edge to it on the metal. You know what I mean? Where it's like welded together. They just left it raw. I think that's so beautiful. And again, it goes with the organic nature thing. And then on top, it's got this little, I'm going to try not to blind you because there's a mirror. How do I do this? There we go. There's like a little nature scene on top right there. Let me see if I can get a better, nope, that's not helping. But it's like a sun and like the mountains and a lake and like trees and stuff. I just thought it was beautiful. It does have a little mirror in it, but it's just a little trinket box for like jewelry and whatnot. You guys know how I feel about trinket boxes. Love them, have to have all of them. Ooh, one last piece that I did get is for my own home, and it is this picture. Again, I think I'm going to take the glass out because I just think it makes it look better without the glass. You know what I mean? There's a huge glare. I'm trying to not blind the crap out of you guys, but it's just this beautiful muted color scene. It's like a farm almost, but not like too farm, where it's like farmhouse chic. That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for like more like cottage or like in the woods. I don't know what I'm trying to go for, but this is it. So I just love the distressing on the frame. It's just beautiful. So I went ahead and picked this up. This is the chair that I wrestled with for 47 hours. Hello, Pennywise. Hello. I think it looks great in here. Obviously I have a ton of like different browns going on, but it works. It's a vibe, and I needed a little chair to go in that corner for some extra seating, and it keeps this one away from the window from tearing up the blinds. Did you do that? No, never. You're so innocent. Here's a better look at the picture that I bought. Yeah, I think I'm definitely maybe gonna take the glass out because I don't like the reflection. Should I? Vote down below. Should I take the glass out or not? Alrighty, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed filming it for you. This was really fun, actually. I might do more of these. If you guys like this video, please be sure and give it a thumbs up on your way out. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our family. We would love to have you. I put new videos out every Wednesday and Friday, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.